Originally, I'm from D.C., but I say I grew up here. This is my home because this is all I've ever known, really. So it was really difficult, I feel like, for me to maintain real good friendships, especially no offense to anybody, but with Caucasian people too, because it was just really weird growing up. Like, all my youngins out there, reach out if you need help on some real shit. I still need help, so reach out. Don't be scared.
On the ground, I was trying to get my head right. I know. Head sick for days, grabbing onto the airtight. I know. Thought I lost my mind, but it all came back down. I know. Scratching on the surface, but it doesn't even make a sound. I know.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of C-Rod's Tell Me a Story podcast. I'm your host, C-Rod. Let me tell you a story. Today's story starts out in D.C., where our main character was born. But at an early age, he would move to the Denver, Colorado area, where he would live with his grandparents. Growing up and going to school, he struggled with anxiety and trying to find himself. During this time, he would face struggles from the breakup of his first love. He wore his heart on his sleeve only to be hurt, just like many of us. He would go through life still struggling with anxiety, looking for a path to walk. Once he found this path, it was filled with musical harmony that resonated within his soul. He took this ambition and focused on a musical career that is now attracting people who face the same struggles and problems as him. With relatable topics and catching hooks, has become a featured artist for those in the same position as him. It was my honor to sit down with him today. He told me about his life, his struggles, his choices, and how he chooses to live his life today. So, without further ado, let me introduce today's guest, Ahjaze Dallas. All right, back at you, another episode of C-Rod's Tell Me a Story podcast. We're cracking up right now because I'm with you with my boy today, Ahjaze Dallas.
Boom. What up, y'all?
And if what y'all don't know is we've had that same intro about 3 times now.
Practice makes perfect.
Practice makes perfect, you know. I even had a really good intro a minute ago, but long story short, guys, you know, some people make mistakes, and that's how you get better, right?
Only human.
We're only human. But anyways, now that we're here and now that we finally made it, now that we're finally recording, y'all know why we're here. We're here at the C-Rod's Tell Me Your Story podcast. You know what we do. This is a platform for the people. This is a platform where we can share each other's stories, each other's life experiences, and we can see, you know, we're all just pretty much the same people. You know, there's not a lot of difference in us, even though you might see some people have certain beliefs and some people have other beliefs or religions. But if you look past all that stuff, we're all just the same. We're all just want to pay our bills, you know, take care of our families and pay our rent and, you know, make a living and live life, you know?
Yep.
So that's why we're here, you know, and that's why we share our story. My man here, he's going to share his story. We're going to dive into it, and we hope that you can relate, and I hope someone out there can hear his story and maybe be inspired by it.
Cool.
You see what I'm saying?
Let's do it.
Even the intro was better, right?
Nah, that was perfect.
Bro, like, sometimes it's meant to be.
They might have to see some bloopers. That's pretty funny.
I always keep the bloopers for sure. But we'll get right into it. So you're from Aurora, huh?
I'm from Aurora, pretty much down the road from here.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you were raised by your grandma?
Yeah.
Wait,
my grandparents, so my grandpa and my grandma, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
And before I messed things up, you were telling me about your mom. So your mom passed away when you were about
5
or
on 6,
yeah. And you were telling me what you were. She would say she was thugged out.
I'm pretty sure she was a thug. My dad's still a thug, but we won't get into it. But yeah. My upbringing is a little different.
How did your mom pass away?
I'm pretty sure she had like diabetes complications.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't think she was taking care of herself correctly, unfortunately.
Yeah. That sucks.
That does suck.
You got to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
I've been learning that hard.
Yeah, I was just about to say, speaking for myself.
Yeah. Especially when you get older.
For sure.
You're at the age now, you should take really good care of yourself. So when you get my age, you're not like, damn it, why don't I listen?
Got it.
You know?
Noted.
So, What are your grandparents like?
They're cool. You know, they're grandparents. You know?
Yeah, were they strict or did they?
I think they were fairly okay. They were okay. I mean, they had the rules maybe that I didn't like. It was like really weird, to be honest with you. I feel like we weren't always on the greatest terms because, you know, they had to play like mom, dad, grandpa, and grandma. So, you know, shit does get weird.
Like, I want to spoil you, but I got to discipline you.
Yeah. You know, so it was weird.
Were you a wild kid?
Yeah, I was pretty douchey.
What do you mean by douchey?
I don't know. I feel like I just wasn't like, listen, I just really didn't give a fuck.
Is this mischievous?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so. That's what they be saying.
Yeah, and you say you have a half sibling, but you don't know them. So.
Yeah, no, I've only seen like a few pictures of her. So yeah, I really don't know her like that. But I wish I did. So you never know if she sees this.
Yeah, that's true.
Always reach out or something.
Yeah. Did you growing up? So was your dad around?
No, so like originally I'm from DC, but I say I grew up here. This is my home because this is all I've ever known, really.
Yeah.
But he's still back in DC.
Oh, DC's hood too.
Yeah, we know you running shit out there still, I guess. So
wow.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah.
And so when you were growing up, did you wonder about him? Like, were you like, where's my dad at?
I think I knew enough about him. Like, I was still allowed to talk to him, like, growing up. Like, my grandparents still let me call him. My dad actually was Young G, so he used to rap with T.I. way back in those days.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so, like, yeah, it's a whole, like, different story. But, like, we talked, but I feel like growing up, I just didn't really like him like that. Even right now, I feel like we still beef like on the phone for no reason.
Really?
Swear to God, I'd be like, click. Call me some other time. Like, so yeah.
So if you, what's it like growing up? So I grew up. I had like, I always wondered when I like, you know, me and I have two sisters. I have a brother, and then at one point I lived with another family, and they had 4 sons. So I called them my brothers. So I had 4 brothers there.
Yeah.
And my cousins, like we always had a lot of people in my home. But as a single child, you probably don't have that, do you?
I wouldn't say I really had that. I had like an aunt, like my grandma had a daughter, and I kind of looked up to her as my sister. But like, no, I didn't really like have that, I guess you could say.
Wait, were you bored?
I was bored sometimes. Yeah. I was bored sometimes, but I'm pretty sure they tried their best to keep me busy as well. So I can't complain. I had a roof over my head, and it's not like they shipped me off to foster care or some shit. So
yeah, of course.
Like, I don't know.
Did you play sports and stuff?
Yeah, I did play sports, actually. I played soccer for Colorado Storm Soccer.
Really?
Yeah, and then I played basketball, too. I was really good, and then I just couldn't play no more in high school because I just didn't have the grades. When I was going to Grandview, I didn't have the grades, so that was like end of an era because I was like, fuck that, dude. What the fuck? I'm not doing that.
Did you graduate high school?
I did. I ended up not staying at Grandview High School and going to a school called Colorado High School Charter down in Denver, and it just worked out in my favor. It was way more welcoming for me.
Yeah.
And shit, yeah.
Grandview is like a lot of rich people, ain't it?
Yeah, type shit. And that's crazy because I really wanted, growing up, I really wanted to go there, and I loved it there, but it was just too much conflict.
Yeah. So like my daughter goes to school down the street, and you know, so first I want to say, just so anybody, I'm mixed. My dad's black, my mom's Mexican, and I was raised by a stepdad who was white.
Okay.
I have white cousins, I have black cousins, I have Mexican. So I love everybody.
Yeah.
But with that being said, I go look at my daughter's school. I'm like, don't you got any like Mexican or black friends? Like, where all the fucking like minority people at? You know?
Yeah, that is true.
So.
That is true. Yeah, that's crazy because even middle school was like that for me too. Because I went to the middle school that went into Grandview. So
yeah,
like, you know.
What kind of kid were you in school? So mischievous, huh?
Yeah, I was pretty douchey. I was pretty douchey still, in my opinion.
Were you talking to the kids or talking back to teachers?
I just wasn't. I was nice, I feel like, but I had my cliques still, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really know. It's really hard to explain because I like didn't really fit in, but at the same time, a lot of people still knew me because back then I was known as a lesbian. I'm trans. I'm a transgender man. So, yeah. So like,
okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I didn't know.
You're crazy, bro. Boss, that was funny. That was funny as hell. But yeah, so like I was like I fit in, but at the same time I was like that one lesbian kid that like didn't really fit in at the same time. So it was really difficult. I feel like for me to maintain real good sick friendship, especially no offense to anybody, but with Caucasian people too, because it was just really weird growing up. Like not only that, but I'm African American, I'm gay, and then I'm going to this predominantly white school, so.
Yeah.
I mean, really.
You want to talk about that a little bit? I think that's interesting.
Sure. I mean, sure. Right? Shit.
So, when did you turn into when did you what do you call it? I'm sorry, I'm old.
No, you're good. You're good. I just transgender male.
Yeah. Like, when did you decide to be a transgender? Like,
I think I decided like years ago when I was still living with my grandparents, but like I just couldn't do it there. You know what I'm talking about? I had to do it maybe on my own time, own money, my own life.
What did it feel like growing up?
Hurtful, really, at times. They did accept me, though, like, for being gay and stuff like that. But, like, being young still and, like, having those kind of feelings was, like, really weird and confusing because I really just wanted to be, like, normal on some real shit. So.
What do you mean?
Like, it's hard waking up every day, like being a female and everybody's calling you all this and that, but you actually you don't really feel that way. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And, like I saw myself, which is crazy because I never really seen myself, even from like a young age. I never really saw myself as a girl, and I know there's a lot of talk out there about like you can't do this and that, and I have sat and listened to it because I'm like, well, shit, maybe that is true. I don't know all that, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
But I do feel like within growing up from now and then that I wanted to be like a dude. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes. So like when you were, and if I pry too deep, just let me know.
Yeah, that's okay.
But you gotta know this podcast, I'm gonna dig deep.
Yeah, that's okay.
So when you're like, so I like wonder, like when you were a kid. Mm-hmm. And you're growing up and you're a girl, and everybody's like trying to put you in dresses and all this girl stuff, and you're like,
the fuck? The fuck is going on?
But honestly, right?
Yeah, no, not my true feelings. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, and then so like that was a struggle, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was pretty hard on me, to be honest with you. Like, I still struggle with it, like, I feel like, because I don't know, if I would have acknowledged it, like, a lot back then, maybe it would have helped me now, because I feel like I struggle a lot nowadays with, like, just wanting to be myself, and, like, I don't know. I just feel like if I would have started maybe the process a little bit earlier, I would be maybe more content right now.
Like just came out and this is what I'm going to be.
Yeah, because I was already out as a lesbian, but not as a trans dude.
Yeah. Have you had like surgeries or anything?
No surgeries, just testosterone right now.
Oh, what's that?
Just like injections.
So, damn, I wish I was more medically. You didn't prepare me. You did.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I know.
So like you shoot a.
Yeah, usually in like the doctors prescribe it.
Oh, how long does it make you feel weird?
I mean, at the beginning it did, but I mean it's been like 4 or 5 years now, so I'm like it's not like that anymore.
How much times do you have to do it a day or?
Well, usually it's like once a week.
Oh.
Yeah, probably for the rest of my life.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. Did it like start changing your voice? Because you seem very masculine.
Oh,
is that a bad thing to say? Or?
No. Which is crazy because I grew up just like this. And I look just the same. I have a beard. I just have a beard.
Oh, is this the only difference?
Yeah.
Oh, so you've always
kind of looked like this on some real shit. For real.
Well, yeah, I feel like you have a really good personality.
Thank you.
So that's why I'm like, you seem very cheerful.
Oh, thanks.
And
I try my best.
I could definitely be friends with you. Cool. So like that's why I'm like, it makes me wonder, because growing up with that kind of mental struggle, it couldn't have been easy. And I know you're downplaying it, but I know you persevered through some things. You know, sure, yeah. And so that's why I'm kind of trying to dig to hear.
Yeah.
And because it couldn't.
We'll just have to see, dog.
It couldn't have been easy though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I couldn't imagine waking up every day feeling like
being on some weird shit and having to put on a face is weird as fuck to me.
Yeah, tell me about that. Like, yeah. What do you mean by putting on a face?
I don't know. Oh, so maybe I'll give you an example. No offense to my grandparents. I love my grandparents. But I had my communion or maybe it was my baptism or something. I had to wear like this dress, and it was just like the weirdest shit I've ever had to do. I swear.
You felt like a guy wearing a dress.
I was like in there checking out the girls. I was checking out the girls in the church, and I knew I was on some weird shit. So I was like, oh God. It was just weird to begin with.
Did you feel like something was wrong with you? Did you like what's wrong with me? Is it me?
I don't know if I ever felt like something was wrong with me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Like,
yeah, but like people are telling you.
Yeah, but like, I don't know, like wrong with me? Like nothing's wrong with me. I'm normal. Like I live a normal life. I have a hot girlfriend. I'm just fine. Yeah, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah, maybe I said
and
that.
And how people would perceive it. No, and it's cool.
Yeah.
So if no one's ever told you, then how the fuck would you know?
If
you've never sat down and have a conversation with somebody.
This is my first time, yeah.
See? Oh, wow. This is your first time. I'm glad.
Yeah. But I mean, to me, I don't see
knowledge to your
I just really don't see people like that.
For sure.
Like, I don't see you.
I try not to be out there like willy-nilly. Like, it's really nobody's business.
Yeah. So it's just that it's kind of a big part of your story, even though you might not want to,
acknowledge it.
Yeah, and that is something that I think a lot of people are probably dealing with and can put inspiration from.
Yeah.
So when you become, because you have your personality, like I say, you have a really cheerful person. You're someone that I could be around, and when your fans start voting to you and clinging to you, and they hearing you say stuff like that, you might save somebody's life, bro.
No, for real.
It's for real. You might save somebody's life, and that's why I'm just asking you, those questions, Yeah. But so when you were in high school, what kind of, you say you were a little bit mischievous. Did you so were you out in high school?
Yeah, I was out in high school.
Yeah? Did you have a girlfriend and all that stuff?
I did have a girlfriend.
Yeah.
I was.
Were you in love?
I was in love.
High school love?
This. Yeah, because like I said, this is my side of town. So even being on this side of town is so weird to me.
Yeah.
When we were driving up here, I was like, oh God, he's all the way over here? I was like, fuck. But yeah, I did have a girlfriend in high school.
Yeah.
She wasn't out yet, and like it ruined me. It fucking took me.
Did she make you hide it or something?
I mean, it just wasn't necessarily she made me hide it, but like I just don't think her parents really liked it. Like as soon as this hits the internet, bro. I know, I swear. Like as soon as this hits the internet, it might boil some shit over. But I'm here to talk about my story.
Yeah, it's your story.
For sure.
It's your life,
Yeah, had a girlfriend in high school. It was actually one of the teacher's daughters, so it became very conflicted, and her dad just didn't like me for really in my opinion, really no unknown reason other than for her daughter, other than just for her being gay. I just don't think they liked it. That was it. I never have done anything wrong or anything malicious or anything like that. Yeah. And that was like the one big issue, and we just hid it for a really long time until we couldn't hide it no more.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah. So then I had to like move schools and shit, and I was in mental hospital for a while and then in outpatient care. Like this took me from up here. It like broke me down all the way down to here. Like,
was that you're talking about the relationship?
Yeah, it was bad.
Well, how did you end up in a mental hospital?
I just was being stupid. Like, I just didn't want to be here because why would somebody's parents be like, I don't want you to be with him, or at that time, her, just because I don't want you to be in a gay relationship.
Yeah.
Like, my ex was kind of a little bit older than me, so, like, it was just on some weird shit. Like, I never really got, like, a...
Did y'all have those talks and arguments, or...?
Yeah, and that was, like, really just the main issue. Like, the family just didn't like me. And so, like, it was either I'm all in or I'm all out. So, I've already dealt with enough shit growing up and everything like that, and, I don't know. It was just about time to take care of me on some real shit. Yeah.
So, did you try to hurt yourself to go in a mental institution?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did.
What happened?
Just, I was cutting myself, just threatening myself, my safety, and just being crazy. And now that I think about it, maybe it was a little over dramatic, to be honest with you, but that shit really hurt my feelings.
Yeah, no, it might have been more than just her. That she just might have been part of it.
Yeah, for sure.
You always got to, no matter what your choices are in life, you always got to be able to accept who you are.
For sure.
And that's what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm trying my best.
It's just you got to be. You could do whatever you want to yourself. You could do if you don't really accept who you are, you're never gonna heal. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that made me delusional as fuck that she would think that. Like, what makes, and I'm not saying to nobody, hate your family, fuck them all, whatever. That's not what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But you're so uncomfortable with your family and their opinions that you're willing to go all the way back down to here. And it just really, I don't know, it just made me really uncomfortable.
Yeah. I've heard people talk about cutting themselves. What does that do? Like, how does that?
Nothing. It does absolutely nothing.
What is the thought process?
There is no thought process. Like, you got these blinders on mentally. I don't know. It's really hard to explain unless you've been there. Yeah.
Well, when I was a kid, I don't know if I've ever told anybody this, but I spent time in a mental hospital, but it wasn't because I was having mental problems.
Yeah.
It's because I was like you say, douchey.
Yeah.
And they were like, "This is something wrong with this boy." So they put me in there.
For sure.
And I got to meet a lot of people.
Yeah.
Who had problems, and they became my friends. And when I would talk to them, I didn't see a person like mental problems, like, you know what I mean? Like, this is cool as fuck.
Real.
Like,
we're
he's
all
just
in here locked behind the door.
Yeah, we're just all in here hanging out.
We might as well just talk, right?
Yeah, is that how you felt? Like I didn't see crazy people. There was one guy.
There's always that one.
There was one guy. He was he took too much. I want to say acid, LSD, some hallucinogen.
Yeah.
And he just didn't come back. And he was like,
that sucks.
But he would always draw pictures, and he was such a good artist.
Yeah.
But he would like mumble, and he would be like, I'll be like, draw me a picture.
That's crazy.
Yeah. He could draw like some really good stuff. But I've been there. It's my point.
For sure.
As I've been there too.
Yeah.
So I understand how I learned a lot by in there, I got beat up by a guard.
No, none of that.
I was like, I could take this guard, and then I touched him. I was like, oh,
he simmered that ass.
He's freaking
quick.
strong. I'm about to get my ass. Oh, he's whooped my ass. But so what happened after high school?
After high school?
Did you go to college?
No. I just worked. I'm trying to think about. So shit. I wasn't doing shit after high school. No, not even my music. I wasn't doing anything but working and just trying to survive up until 5 years ago. Yeah. I started just kind of taking my life back, I guess.
Oh, yeah. Where were you? Were you still living with your grandparents?
Oh no, I moved out before I turned 18.
Oh, where? On your own?
Kind of, but not really. I live with one of my good friends. They let me stay there for a while.
Oh, tell me about that. Like, how did you just decide one day?
I won't get into it. I won't get into it, but they did let me stay there and kind of, get back on my feet and make sure kind of I had what I needed. And they didn't really need to do that for me, but they did.
Yeah. Well, what I meant was like, did you like just leave, or was there beef with your grandparents when you left?
Yeah, there was beef with my grandparents, and the shitty part is I can't even remember what the beef was about.
Yeah.
I think I was just ready to be on my own.
Yeah.
I just wanted to get out of there. Yeah.
Yeah. Something I feel like I talk about my dad on every podcast.
For sure.
But like he just died.
Okay, I'm so sorry to hear that.
I used to like beef with him.
Be like that sometimes.
I can remember like when I went to his funeral and seeing him and thinking how stupid was I. Like I wasted so much time I could have spent with him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He wasn't
For
my
sure.
biological father. He was my stepdad. And I just remember thinking like I was so lucky to have somebody come and raise me.
Right?
Yeah, like
for real.
that's
That's
some real
why
shit,
I'm like
you know?
just trying to, whatever they did, however my upbringing was, at least they didn't throw me in foster care. Like
Yeah.
I got to grow up here in Colorado and just I don't know.
You kind of get what I
love
mean.
or hate sometimes. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. You see what I mean when I say people could relate? You just
For sure.
you just never know.
Be like that sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah. So like how did you get into music?
Well, my dad is I think he still raps in his kitchen, probably. But he used to rap with T.I. back in the day, so I always kind of had like a musical upbringing, or there was already music around me. Cause I had an uncle, his brother too, who was a rapper as well. So like I don't know, as little as I can remember, I've always like been singing and shit.
Oh,
for sure.
Like as long as you can remember.
Yeah.
When you remember you make your first song?
Yes, yeah, and it was like in 2016 or 2017 that I released it, and it was a banger. I mean, I don't think it's a banger now, but everybody back then thought it was a banger. Yeah, I was popping at school.
You always think your shit's bang. Back in a long time ago, I used to rap, and I would go to the studio. I remember one time I went to the studio, I made this song, and I went to work the next day, and I'm telling my homeboy, I'm like, bro, this song I made, it's the one. It's the one.
It's
I'm
a
like,
banger.
it's the one. I'm telling him, like, this is the one. So all the way home, we get home. I'm like, it's back when you burn your shit on CDs, you know?
Oh my God.
I'm old, you know? So I was like, burn that shit on the CD, and I put that motherfucker, like, this is gonna go hard. And it came on, it was like, I was like, what the fuck was I on?
This is not how I remember
I
it.
smoked way too much last night. I don't know what the fuck I was doing. He was like, bro, this is the one. I'm like, I sounded so much different
Bruh,
yesterday.
This is the one?
Yes.
I would have been like, what do you mean this is the one?
What do you mean, bro?
I would have been sweating too. I would have been sweating.
Did you ever have that, like you hear something like and then the next day you're like, what was I thinking?
Facts. So you gotta call them up and be like, I think I have to come back and fix a couple things. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with going back in and fixing it.
Yeah, so when I listen to your music, you kind of got like kind of a singing style too.
Yeah. I am a singer. I would consider myself a singer, not a rapper.
Yeah, it's like more of a singing. Kind of reminds me of. Wow, would you take offense if I say like old punk music, like
No.
Green Day-ish? Like
No, I was Billy Joel for Halloween.
are you really?
I was.
That's kind of like you have a good voice for that.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I kind of jammed your song several times.
Cool.
Because I'm retired, so I go
Okay.
on like delivery routes and stuff and help my friends and just kill time.
Next week, then, like I said, I got the 4 tracks that are coming out that are fire.
I'm ready for
And
them.
I worked so hard on them.
Did you?
I did.
Yeah. Tell me, so if I was like, okay, here I am. I'm a executive producer for C-Rod Music Entertainment.
I would have been like, slow down there, everybody.
Slow down, everybody. Tell me about your rapping style.
Like, melodic, like some hyper pop shit.
Yeah, damn.
Some old 2000, like some early 2008 mixed with some new school.
Oh, yeah.
I do like, because I was born in 2000, so like a lot of my music too, my upbringing is the 2000s music, and in my new shit, I feel like you can really hear that.
Who is that? Who was hot in 2000s?
Chris Brown was hot. I mean, fuck that guy, but he was hot back then. Screw you guys. Timberlake was hot.
I wanted to say Soulja Boy.
Soulja Boy, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. That's crazy work, man. That's crazy. Him and his big T-shirts and shit. That was crazy.
Who's your hip hop Mount Everest?
Right now?
Just in general.
Forever?
Yeah.
Juice WRLD.
Juice WRLD's on there. So who's on? How many people on Mount Everest? 5, right? So the Juice WRLD.
XXX.
XXX.
Lil Peep.
I don't know who Lil Peep is.
No Lil Peep? Oh my God. My guy don't know Lil Peep. You might have to do a little research.
I'm over 40. I'm almost 50 years old.
Okay. That's okay.
He's on your Mount Rushmore, though.
Fred again, EDM. I listen to some EDM music, so Fred again is on my list.
Oh, okay.
I like Trippie Redd.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Who else do I like? I got one more, I think. This is hard. Fall Out Boy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Isn't he like a singer? Like,
yeah.
Is that like
a rock singer kind of.
Yeah, you like rock music?
More of a band, yeah.
What kind of rock music do you like?
Green Day for sure. I had an uncle that was obsessed with Green Day. He still is. I like The Used. I do listen to a lot of Green Day though. Shit.
You like classic rock?
I don't really listen to a lot of classical rock.
Oh, bro, you gotta get on some classic rock, some Eagles and some. I know you heard Hotel California.
That's the shit that my grandparents be saying. Like Lil Uzi too. I know you heard Lil Uzi.
Yeah.
And it's my influence as well.
So I listen to a lot of Motown.
Okay. Oh, that's old school.
Yeah. So I didn't realize my influence on my kids. It's been a little while back, but I'm hearing like, I think it was like Lean on Me or Stand By Me or something playing, and I'm like, who's playing some Motown? So I go up and my daughter, my youngest, she's in there listening to Motown. I was like, thumbs
Raise
up.
your right.
Raise your right.
You're like walking out the door with a tear in your eye.
Go ahead, let Michael play.
Turn it up louder.
Turn it up louder. Is that the Jackson 5?
That's too funny. That's hilarious.
Yeah. So I guess we could let's get into some trending topics.
Cool.
Something well, let me see. How do you feel about all this since you're, how do you say it again? I don't even know how to say it, bro. That's how you can tell.
That's crazy shit. I don't even know how to say it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna call you.
Yeah, how about you do that? I can rock with that.
What do you think about like all these like discriminative people nowadays? Do you ever get discriminated against?
No, not really.
But for just being black, maybe.
Yeah, no, that part. Tell me why the other day I was on the train and this Asian lady saw me get on and she grabbed her bag.
Oh my God.
I'm not gonna cap. I wanted to pump fake her. Yeah, I just wanted to be like real quick. It made me laugh so hard. I was like,
I always joke. I got a ticket because like I tell you, I'm mixed. So the other day I got pulled over and I was joking because the cop saw me, right, and he was like, "Oh yeah, let me see your license." And I had my license, and he like leant over and got the license, and he looked at me again. And he was like, got real like serious all of a sudden, you know. And he was like, "What are you doing out here?" It's like, then start questioning me, right? So I was like, "What the fuck?" So then I was talking to a homie about it, and he was like, "Yeah, you know what happened, right?" He saw you. He was like, "Oh, he's Mexican." And then he leant for him. Was like, "Oh, I smell a black person."
That's crazy. What?
This is wrong. You're trying to fool me.
That was fucked up. That was good.
Yeah, he gave me some tickets. Yeah, he had me laughing, but he gave me a ticket. He gave me a ticket for. You ever know what a Hollywood stop is? When you get to that stop sign, you kind of like just break. I know you know. Don't act like you ain't did it, bro. Don't act like you ain't did it.
I don't even get it. You're right. I don't even got my license like that.
Yeah, so he gave me a ticket for that, man. I was like, "Hey, you really gonna give me?" And you know what the worst part was? It was like 12 o'clock at night.
Oh damn!
Ain't nobody out. Like
nobody's out.
Nobody on the just me and you, mother.
All right, him lights on.
Yeah,
that's
like
messed up.
He really got. I even got to stop for this stop light. Like, oh my God,
he was camping out there.
Yeah, he's just waiting for me. Yeah. So, hey, did you see that? What was going on with that guy who got killed? Did you see that guy who got killed?
The CEO?
Yeah, what do you know about that?
Give me my United Healthcare back. I missed that.
What happened?
I don't even know. Not shit about it. Gotta stay away from the news.
Yeah, I was watching the news. Well, the reason I said it, because I was watching the news before you got here, and there were some. So I don't know nothing about it. I just know that if someone kills someone, it's bad, right? Yeah. I want no one to die.
Especially a guy of that stature.
Yeah. So, like, but anyways, this lady was like, fuck him. I'm glad he died. Like, I have no mercy for him. And this and that. And he was United Healthcare.
What do you do?
I'm like, dude, he got gunned down. And, like, why would you? Do you think, like, don't you think you should have mercy for someone's family? Like,
yeah, but what happened, though?
Like, she didn't want to have, she had no empathy for him because he just
what did he do?
Oh, yeah. Let's Google that shit.
That's the problem.
It was just because he was just rich.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they got killed.
Damn. Okay, well.
The people who are higher up in insurance, they take a lot of
His wife probably set him up.
It's a very touchy subject. It's people's lives. It's people's health.
No, facts.
Yeah, but you can't just be killing people.
I know.
Yeah. I don't like paying too much for gas, but I'm not gonna go in there and shoot 7-Eleven. What you mean $10?
$10? Oh no.
I don't know. I found it shocking when I heard her say like, "Fuck him."
I'm gonna have to look that up. That's crazy.
Yeah, like I would never say that. Like I wish. I'm like, I guess you would.
Kids all watching. That's my dad.
Yeah, that's my dad.
Yeah,
you're like, I guess I'd be considered like hippie because I just like want everybody to like love each other.
For sure. There's nothing wrong with that.
Right? Like, why can't we just all, like Rodney King, why can't we all just get along, That's how I feel about it. Like, if someone dies, I think, no matter, unless you're like a pedophile or a piece of shit or, mass murderer or something, like, I think it's a loss to the world forever. I don't want nobody to like.
Period.
You know what I mean? Like there probably are some people who have to go down, but I don't think most people should. I think most people should just get along. Am I tripping?
No, you're good. No, that was nice what you just said. That was nice.
You feel the same way, or?
Yeah, I've got my views, but
Tell me, what are your views?
No.
What do you mean?
I won't know. My girlfriend says if I don't know exactly what I'm talking about, then I should not say it. I'm not gonna expose myself. No, not today. Yeah. Not today.
What? How long you been with your girlfriend?
For like a shy of 4 years.
Yeah. Y'all live together?
We do.
Yeah. What's that like?
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun. Until she's like, take the dog out at like 4 o'clock in the morning. And I'm like, fuck. Do I have to?
I'm asleep.
Like, what was it? It was at the beginning of this week, and the dog was crying, and I did not want to get up, so I was like purposely ignoring it. I ended up taking the dog outside 4 o'clock in the morning. I've got my coat on, and the dog's just sitting there in sitting position for like 10 minutes. It was so fucking cold out there.
Use the fucking bathroom.
I know. I was like, let's go.
What's wrong with you? Go.
Love her though.
I don't. So, I've never had like an animal or a pet. When I was a kid, we did.
Yeah.
But when I got my own shit, I never had one. I thought maybe. So my oldest is going to be 18.
Okay.
She's never had an animal or pet or.
What?
So I was like, maybe I should let her get one. And then I started thinking, shit, motherfucker gonna be in here on my carpet and shit. Nibbling on my walls and shit.
That part.
He ain't getting shit. I ain't doing that shit.
He's gonna have to sleep in the crate.
Yeah, it's in a crate. What kind of dog you got?
It's like a small Chihuahua mix.
I can see your ass out there.
Facts. She's old too. She's an old dog. She's actually my girlfriend's dog, but I take care of her too. So I say it's my dog, but it's really my girlfriend's dog. No, facts. I can't stop thinking about me standing out there at 4 a.m. just like,
yeah, I can see you with
damn
that.
It.
Is it feisty Chihuahua?
She can be mean sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm very annoying, and I do like pick on her and taunt her a little bit.
Anyways, so. back at you with our break. We was just talking a little bit off camera. I'll tell you one time. So when I was a kid, like I'm really old, we used to hitchhike all the time. It's like so I was hitchhiking, and I got in this car with this guy, which I should have never gotten in a car with him. I was like, he was like, hey man, you want to ride? And I looked, he said, oh, this seems pretty normal. So I hopped in, and he's like, hey, so where you going? I'm like, as far as straight you could take me. So he's like, all right. So we're driving down, and then like maybe 2 minutes in the ride, he's like, yeah, man, I was talking to all these people, and it just started moving his head around all like this and stuff. And I was like, fuck, I fucked up. I was like, oh my God.
Let me out.
Yeah. And then he started saying, so I instantly, he was like moving his head like all weird and shit. So I was like, hey man, you know what? There was a Pizza Hut. I was like, just let me off at this Pizza Hut.
Just trying to brush it
like
off.
we barely even took off. Barely. He was like, and so he's like, no man, my friends don't get off at Pizza Hut. Motherfucker drove past Pizza Hut. I was like, oh shit, I'm fucked. I was like freaking out, dude. I started freaking out, right? So I was like, oh shit, what do you mean, man? I was like, I'm your friend, man. He was like, no, my friends get off at the other Pizza Hut. It's like way the fuck on the other side of town. Yeah. So I was like, oh, you look the bus, man. The bus. I was like, let me off at the bus. He's like, my friends don't get off at the bus. I was like, oh my God.
Like, we're not even friends.
I don't even know this guy. Yeah, he kept saying that, dude.
That's so creepy.
And then he took me to the bus, and I was like, just let me off. I started telling him, just let me off. And he stopped at the bus. He goes, my friends get off on this side of the bench. It was like the bench, and he drove to the other side of the bench. And I was like, I'm getting the fuck out of this car. I was like,
I'm gonna have peace out. And my friends say peace.
My friend said, thank God I'm alive. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I thought that was the time. I was like, I'll never hitchhike again. I'll never hitchhike again, God, please.
Yeah, that doesn't even sound safe.
Yeah, he was doing
nowadays.
Like we got like 2 minutes in, he started. I was talking to all these people, man. I was like, what the fuck? You mean?
Who are you talking to?
What people?
Like, I don't want to know. Hell no.
No, he said, I remember now, he said, like, you're me? He looking like this. He said, I have talking to these people, man. And he said,
been like, what the fuck?
I had a girlfriend once. You know, I was like, oh shit.
Let me out. Let me out.
Yeah,
the door's not opening.
So I was like, let me out, yo. Let me out.
People don't open the door. Oh God, that sounds creepy. Here? Was this here?
No, it was in Kentucky.
Kentucky?
Yeah.
That sounds creepy as hell.
I'm from Kentucky.
Are you?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I grew up. Yeah, y'all went to Louisville.
We're going to be, I don't know what we're doing.
Yeah. When I was growing up, I grew up in Kentucky and in South Texas.
Okay.
You ever been to Texas?
I have been to Texas one time.
Yeah.
Like after the hurricane.
Oh.
And I just like helped out. It was with the charter school I went to.
So you guys went down there volunteer and shit?
Yeah, it was like at the Animal Society.
Oh.
The Humane Society down there.
So you're like an animal lover?
I like cats.
Really?
I do like cats.
Yeah. Some people don't like cats.
I don't know. That's weird. That's weird to me. If you don't like cats, then what's wrong with you?
You know what's weird to me?
What?
I don't know. Maybe I'm the weird one. But to me, when I see a cat on a leash, that looks weird.
Yeah, it is strange.
Is it?
I mean, my cat has a leash, and I can't. We have taken him out there on a leash.
You're one of those.
But it is strange.
You're not. Are you not like
very good?
Like, damn, I'm the guy with the cat on the leash.
No, it's not. I'm not flying it and shit. He just needs some air.
You're like, here, babe, hold the leash.
She'll
babe,
gladly
she's
hold
like,
the
I'm
leash.
good. No, babe, here, you hold the leash.
No, please.
Hold the leash, babe.
He hates the damn leash.
I seen some lady walking her cat the other day, and the cat was pulling her. I was like, what the fuck kind of cat is this?
He probably just needs some air.
It was like a bulldog. I was like, oh shit.
They're strong like that.
I don't know. I ain't never had a cat on a leash.
That's crazy.
Every cat I used to have this one cat would just hump everything.
Oh,
yeah, like this motherfucker. So, I'll tell you what I did. My brother was asleep on his bed. And he likes to tell this story with me, but it was him. He's sleeping on the bed, and like I said, my cat, he would just hump everything. So me and my friend, you could get him to do it. You put his hands, put it on his butt.
Making biscuits.
And I started making the cat move his arms, and the cat just started going. My brother.
Oh God, that's nasty.
He woke up like, bro, what's going on? Oh shit, get him off me.
That's gross. I was like, what the hell? Like, ever come near me again?
He was mad as fuck. So tell me about your news tracks. So you got 4, huh?
4 new tracks.
Yeah.
1 EP.
Which one's the hottest?
Oh, God, they're all good. They're all good.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's called Kill My Paranoia.
Yeah.
I've been sitting on that name for God knows how long. So I'm really excited that I get to release it. It's going to be hot.
Does the name have like, is it just?
I'm just always paranoid. I'm always freaked out and shit over nothing. So it's perfect. The EP really explains a lot of my anxiety and my feelings.
You say that, but I feel like you're a people's person.
Really?
Are you not a people person?
I'm a people person, but I'm very anxious though. I guess I've just learned how to cope, I guess.
You seem like it.
Yeah, well, thank you.
Yeah.
So I'd be freaking out sometimes. Out.
What's it like being like that?
It's fucking annoying, actually.
What's an example of a like freaking out?
Like think about you unplugging the charger from the wall, just a complete disconnect.
Oh.
It's fucking annoying.
Yeah.
For real, yeah.
Ever had to do like the breathe in the bag thing?
No, I don't need to breathe in the bag.
Like, you know, you ever seen where like
I have seen that. That's a little dramatic though. I'll just smoke a little weed or something. I'm not gonna have little plastic bags on me in my back pocket. I gotta cook something else. That's crazy. Little plastic bag in the back.
You know what I'm talking about though, right? Like I'm not tripping though, right? People
do that.
People do that, right? Yeah.
But yeah, that's actually what my music is about, and a lot of my fan base comes from people that are crazy. Like, for real, I've had a couple people that have come my way that I'm just like, huh, how, like, I usually ask them, like, how did you find my music, or why do you listen to my music? And a lot of the times people will tell me, like, I'm just, like, sick, like, in the head. And, like, that's what I found.
Like, sick common. People listen to your music?
Swear to God. Wow. People that are dealing with, like, hardcore issues are the ones that are typically listening to my music.
Do you tackle any of those issues in these 4 songs, or?
Yeah, I do. Like, my anxiety and depression and, like, just the whole disconnect with the anxiety is crazy work.
I want to hear this. You want to
hear something?
I mean, we can if you want.
Toss it.
You like really sold it to me.
Yep, I got Telly on one of my songs, and I got another girl named Kylie Divine, who I'm pretty sure is from this side of town as well.
Yeah, shout out to Telly.
Shout out
Love
to Telly. Love her. That's a good person right there.
I really like her.
I really like her. Yeah, that's my dog right there.
I had a good conversation with her.
All right, just a little something.
Put it to the mic. Yeah, it's just hard.
Yeah. What?
That's just hard.
Some shit like that. I don't want to give it all away.
Don't get it all out. Don't get it all out.
If you're not doing it, well, I'm not gonna say location or nothing. But if you're not doing anything next week, you should come to my EP release.
Oh yeah,
just be like 2 hours.
Yeah, where's that?
Tight. I'll send you the location.
Send me all the stuff.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I like to check that stuff out. That shows my support.
For sure.
Yeah, I'll be out there.
None of that.
No, I'm gonna definitely embarrass you. I'm definitely.
Oh, gosh.
Who invited this old guy? Hey!
I did.
Hey!
That's my buddy right there. He's fine.
He's fine, man. Don't worry about him. Is he drunk? No, he doesn't drink.
No, that's just him. He's good for real.
Do you drink?
I do.
Yeah. What do you drink?
Coors Light. I'm a fool for Coors Light.
Do you drink every day?
I drink maybe every other day.
Yeah. Do you drink to get drunk?
Sometimes.
So alcoholic.
Oh. Oh yeah. Well, shit, if you want to say that,
it's not in a bad way. I'm just saying.
It's definitely in the family.
That's the definition of alcoholic.
Is it really?
You drink to get drunk.
Oh my God. Sometimes, not all the time.
Yeah. Well, you got functioning alcoholics. Yeah.
I would say
that part.
Definitely drinking to get drunk on the weekends.
Yeah, it might be a little issue.
How old were you start drinking?
I don't even know, like maybe 18.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember the first time you got drunk?
Yeah.
What happened?
But maybe I think I was 18 still, like, very early. I think I ended up at Trax nightclub. And nothing really happened. I was just lit.
You didn't pass out? Or?
No.
Yeah. You ever had any crazy drunken stories?
I have this one time where I popped on the light rail with me and my buddy Josh that I grew up with over here actually, and we got like a case of 10-pack Fireballs, and we decided to drop his car off in my apartment and take the light rail downtown, and we just had skated around, and we were just drunk as fuck.
Are you a skater?
Yeah, I can skate.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'm not like doing ollies and shit, but like I can skate like and
for fun. That's dope.
Keep up with the momentum. But my buddies are really good, like, street skater and shit.
And skating?
We were just skating.
That sounds like you're going to fall down so hard.
We actually did at the end. We came out of this club called Pink Disco Queen or some shit like that. I don't even know why we were there, but we came out, we were skating, and we were just having fun all the time. We were like, boom, right into each other. We were like, okay, that's the end of that. That's all I can remember. And he slept over at my house. That's it.
That was it. That was the end of it.
Yeah, we were lit.
Do you smoke?
I do smoke a lot of weed.
Yeah. How old were you to start smoking?
I was probably like 16, 17.
Yeah. Why do you smoke?
It makes my thoughts not race everywhere.
Does it help with your anxiety?
Yeah, it does, actually. That's why I smoke all the time. Like, at least if I smoke a little bit, I could, like, maybe calm down to a couple levels and not just be freaking out.
Do you think it kills your productivity?
No, I'm just fine.
Yeah.
No,
there were some people
that
said kills their, like, motivation.
It might. It might kill their motivation. Doesn't kill my motivation. Shit.
Yeah. Are you a heavy smoker then?
I am a heavy smoker.
Yeah. How much do you smoke a week?
I smoke weed all day, every day.
So ounce a week?
I don't know. Yeah, we smoke roughly carts, but I smoke a lot of flower too, though.
I heard them carts are really bad for you, though.
That's what I've been hearing that too.
Counts of fucking flower like normal regular pot hits.
Well, you can hit the carts just anywhere though, so like they're convenient.
Oh, I heard they're really, really bad for you.
You did?
Yeah.
I heard that too. Maybe I just had my blinders on.
You're like, you did? I heard that too. You said that shit like you ain't heard it before. Really? Yeah, I heard that shit.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
One of those things like I heard soda's not good for you either.
That's true.
So like when I was growing up, the pot was way different.
Okay.
It was like bricks, like brick weed.
Bricks of marijuana?
Yeah, you get like bricks and stuff like that. And I remember when they first started growing it the way it looks now, to what you're probably used to.
Yeah.
I remember
You're like all nice and shit.
Yeah, we were like, what the fuck is that shit? Like, what is that, bro? They're like, nah, that shit looks fake. They're like, yeah, I smoke it. No, I ain't smoking that shit. That shit looks fake,
It's called
bro.
sour cookies.
Yeah, they got a name and shit. What the fuck? You got a name? What the fuck? This shit got a name, you know?
That's crazy.
And it was like, this shit gotta be good. It got a name.
That part.
That shit don't got a name, you know? And it would come in you would get like an ounce would be like this big.
Okay.
And you know, you pay like $50 and break your freaking fingernails open trying to break it because it would be so hard. But now that shit's like they say 100 times more potent.
Huh.
Yeah, y'all got waxes and carts and
I know, right? And stuff to drink and tease the
teas.
and shit. Oh gosh.
How do you feel? Do you think that people should be able to smoke and drive?
Yes.
You know he does it. You know that nigga smokes and drive. You can just tell. He's like,
I don't know if it's awful like that.
What do you mean?
I don't know if it's that bad like that. Maybe weed just doesn't affect me like that as well because I've been smoking for a really long time. So I'm like, I don't know if it affects me like that. Like I'm just high. I'm not stupid. I'm just high a little bit.
You for sure can't drink and drive.
Yeah. No, definitely not.
Yeah. I never gotten like, so I'm not really big on anything, but when I would drink and do all this stuff, when I would drink it,
Oh, nah.
You know, like, I'm definitely not driving this motherfucker.
Wait a minute. Call an Uber.
Yeah. And every time I drunk, which is why I don't drink, I threw up.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Can I hold your liquor down?
Nah, a little bitch when it comes to that shit. I couldn't do it, man. Like,
That's okay.
ever thrown up, like, off of drinking? Like, it's the worst.
Yeah.
It's the worst.
Profusely sweating.
Yeah.
You're looking all crazy.
And then you guys start, like, I ain't got no more. Stop it.
Right, you're just puking up air.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about.
I definitely know what you're talking about.
That one time I was a kid, and a lot of people watch my content. You know, I grew up like in the streets, like literally in the streets, like homeless and stuff. So I would like be in all types of pretty bad environments. For sure. And I find myself, I never like vetted my areas, you know what I mean? I just like be like, hey, what's up? What's going on over here? You'd be all people with AKs and shit. I'm like, hey guys, but
I have to let them know I'm a friendly neighbor.
I'm from the neighborhood. What's that? An AK-14? That sounds good. Cool. Cool. Why are you pointing it at my face? But
so not cool.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I was in this, so I got to hanging out with these. I didn't even know who they were. I just got to hanging out with these guys one day, and we were getting drunk, man, and I drank so much. We were like in a group, and I was like, I gotta lay down. I just laid down right there on the ground, man.
Fuck it.
Started throwing up and couldn't move, and they started telling me, "Hey," because I had money in my pocket. They started saying, "Hey, let me hold your money."
I would have been like, "What?
Let me hold your money." And I was like, "Nah, I'm good. I'm good."
Yeah.
They was trying to reach in my pocket and stuff, and I remember being all drunk, and I was going, "Oh, get my money! I
don't have anything.
I remember saying, just leave him alone, man. He was trying to take my money away from me. Yeah. So I was like, I'm not drinking no more. I took a shot at my dad's funeral. That shit was like you ever take shots that you can't even, you do shots?
Sometimes
Bro,
I do shots.
How you do that shit?
You just do it.
You can't breathe. It takes your breath
for
away.
A couple seconds, yeah.
It's like someone comes and just hit you in the gut.
Right? Especially right before I hit the stage. I'd be like, Denver!
You're like, Denver! That's how I was because a guy came up to me, and you know you're at a funeral, you're not smiling. So I guess he said, my cousin came up to me and he said, "Hey, my friend knew your dad. He wants to have a shot with you, but he says you look mean."
Like, okay.
I was like, all right. He's like, will you have a shot with him? I said, sure. Call him over here. Take that shot. They said, what do you want? I said, I don't know. I don't drink. He said, put some Seagram 7. Put that Seagram 7 in there. And man, I took that shit. And for a good solid, I thought I was going to pass out, man. I couldn't breathe for like 3 minutes. And the bartender was going, oh, he got too much. He got too much. I was like,
she's dying.
Yeah, she was down. Like, that's why I couldn't understand. Like, when I see, like, you ever seen, like, the club people, like,
I swear.
How you do that shit?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that shit's reckless. I don't do that. I definitely don't do that.
Yeah.
I'll babysit a beer for an hour and then go deep. But I won't be at the bar just chugging them down like that.
Yeah. What's the most drunk you ever been?
It was actually a few months. I've never been this drunk in my life. We went to Riot House a few weeks ago because Telly won something for a daytime drink party. Worst mistake of my life because, yeah, I became a Buffs fan that night. I was so drunk. I was so drunk, bro. We had walked out of the Riot House. I was so drunk. I can't even tell you. Walking out of the Riot House, like, what happened next? But I ended up watching the Bulls game at Jaguar Room, just drunk as hell. And I was just lit as hell. Can't even tell you nothing.
Were you like, damn, how am I going to get home?
No. My girlfriend was there. Was there. Nah, we were cool. But I was just lit.
Did she drink?
Fuck. Yeah.
And smoke?
Yeah.
See, I was just drinking and smoking it up.
She's more advanced, though. She likes dabs and shit. She likes to get all technical and shit.
I'm trying to do all that shit. I ain't trying. You got to burn it.
Right? There's like a science to that shit.
I mean, it was in Vegas. They got them smoke rooms.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
I don't know if I've been inside the smoke
They got
rooms.
these smoke rooms in Vegas. Yeah, you can go in there and chill and smoke. So my homie takes me in there. He's like, man, come with me. I'm like, yeah. He's like, man, just sit down, man. Just try this shit. I'm like, bro, I don't know what this is. He's like, so lady pulls out this to all the smokers are gonna be like this motherfucker, but like she pulls out this torch. Starts, you know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah, I know what y'all know what I'm talking about. Like this
big ass camping torches.
She's like, sit here, sweetie. So I sit down and she's like, I'm like, wait, what's going on here? You
Heating
know,
up the rig.
yeah. So then she's like, she's like, okay, and they just do it all for you, and they're like, all right, here we go. I want you got to do this. Take it easy, and I'm like,
Take
smoking
it easy.
for 25 years.
I'm a man. That part.
And she's like, oh, you did way better than the last guy. I'm like, bitch, you just up here fucking people up.
That's crazy. The smoke rooms where? Like at the hotels?
No, they have like, it's like a bar. It's just like a bar,
Oh my God.
but smoke. It's just
In
smoke.
Vegas a few times. Yeah, but this is Denver though. We talking about Vegas though. That sounds lit though. That sounds lit for real.
Yeah, they have them in Vegas. I like Vegas, but I always leave Vegas feeling abused and
Abused and used and just dirty.
I thought I was winning at one point. Yeah.
And you're on your way back home now. You're like, not with it anymore.
Man, I'm playing blackjack at this table. I know these motherfuckers. You know what? Because you got the new Vegas, but then you got old Vegas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about,
Yeah.
right? So we went to old Vegas. So I'm up in new Vegas. I'm just killing them. So let's go down to old Vegas, the strip down. That's where all the fun part is, and it's true. It's where all the people, and it's where all the natives and go. And
Yeah.
it's a lot better. That's where you get hustled. I go into this. We're playing black. You know how to play blackjack?
I do know how to play blackjack.
So I got 19. Stay. Boom, 21. I'm like, bitch.
Where'd you get those cards from?
I'm like, all right, fuck it. 20. She's like, 10 cards to hit fucking 21. I'm like, how the fuck you like, yeah, bro. She's like, 2, 3, 4. And then till she gets 21.
Holy shit.
I'm like, yo, this is I'm not playing this table.
Cash me out. Cash me the fuck out.
Fucking fuck you. I wanted to cuss her out so bad.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you gotta be careful. You ever seen the guys on the street that do? I know you've seen them in the movies. Probably do the cards.
Yeah, yeah.
You ever see
Where
them?
they
in
hide
real
their dollar or their coin and they mix it around? Yeah.
Yeah, is that just from movies? Have you ever seen one in real life?
It in real life.
Just the movies, right?
Yeah, not even like new movies, but like old movies.
That shit ain't real. I was thinking about that the other day. I was still watching. I was like, hold on, I ain't never seen one.
I know. Who made that shit
Yeah,
up?
who made that shit up? It's gotta be fake.
For real.
We kind of just bullshitting. Kind of.
Hey, we're cooling.
So, when'd you say that the EP drops next week?
December 20th.
December 20th.
Be there, be square. You
Where-
totally should come. It's going to be tight.
Yeah? Where's it at?
It's going to be
Drop
at
the
the
location
studio.
and stuff.
No.
You don't want no one else to go?
No, it was more of like a private invite.
Oh, shit. Y'all can't go, motherfuckers.
Shout out to Dream Space Studios, though.
Yeah.
Holding shit down, I think, in Denver. I really like going there.
How do you like to, are you like, when you go into the studio, like, so when I would see certain people in the studio, like I had a friend, for example, he'd be like, yo, I'm going to drop this shit right here. And he would rap it to me. And I'd be like, that shit's garbage. You know what I mean? But I wouldn't want to tell him, you know? I'm like, yeah, bro, this shit sounds good. You know? And then he goes into and track and it's like Tupac or something. Like, what the fuck? Like, you ever heard someone like when they spit it outside of the studio or like acapella, it sounds like trash.
Yeah.
And then when they go into
myself
it,
included. Shit.
I'm like, yo, is that the same song? He's like, yeah, you said it was good. I'm like,
Yeah,
was.
got it. That part. Yep. I go through that sometimes.
Yeah.
I do. I have like one song that I feel that way about. Where I'm like, this is ass. Like, who hyped me up about this shit?
Do you write it down on paper or do you just do it in your head?
I write it down in my notes on my phone.
Yeah. What's your songwriting process?
It's really delusional. Usually, like, I work in senior living, so whenever I have like a little bit of downtime, I'll just type. I have like writer's block too, so I'll be like edit like sometimes all week before I hit the studio. Yeah.
All right. How long does it take you to drop a track?
I haven't dropped anything since the summertime, but I'm on track though because it was that and then work on my EP. So, but I should be dropping a song every month. Is what the loose protocols are pretty much.
Yeah. So I mean, are you a one take guy? Are you?
No, I'm more like a 200 take guy. I'm like 300 layers with hella cool ad libs. For real.
Are you ad libs? You know, that was like that's I guess something that's probably changed through hip hop from when I was growing up to now. We didn't have a lot of ad libs.
Yeah, I be going crazy in the booth on my ad libs sometimes. He sometimes he just plays the track and just lets me go dumb stupid on him.
You know what? The one thing that kind of got a little bit on my nerves though is that hey, da 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 da, hey, da 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 da, hey. You know what I'm talking about too. I'll be like, oh, what the fuck?
No, for real.
What's this fucking Count Dracula here? Hey, the bee.
I'm dead. Now every time I hear that, I'm gonna think of that Count Dracula ass.
Well, something that's, and I heard Snoop Dogg say this, and I could be an old head and just say, oh, my generation music's better or whatever, but I honestly think that people rap way more versatile nowadays.
Yeah.
I think the rappers are, you know, they spit the rhythms and stuff better. I think a lot of people, which I like some of your songs, is they like the meaning.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Like it doesn't, like I like hearing music that resonates with me.
For sure.
You know, like I want to hear something and I'll be like, shit, I feel like him.
Right? That's what I'm striving for. Is
it
to
really?
talk about real things that have happened in my life and just real shit.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, I'm already attracting like these crazy ass people right now with my music. So, like, I need to be as real as possible.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I think. Because I want music with meaning.
Me too.
Yeah.
I hate just listening to shit to listen to shit.
Yeah, like sometimes I listen to the whole song and don't even know what it's about.
Right?
Like, I don't know. Does songs have to have topics? I guess not. I don't know, but like some kind of format, guideline.
Yeah, definitely some kind of format.
Hey, I went to Burger King. Hey, I went to Burger King, then I got Taco Bell for the taco scene. Like, what the fuck?
Put that in for sure.
This guy talking about
Not the Taco Bell. I like that. That could be that's a great intro, actually. You might have to use that for one of your videos. Oh my god. Yeah, Taco Bell. Hey. Stop messing with him.
So, I think we kind of got. I think you're a really cool guy.
Thanks, dude. You too.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the time here. It was lit.
Did you really?
I did.
Yeah.
I came in like, hello.
Yeah, you're a little nervous. You're gonna ask me questions, right?
Just making sure.
So basically, I just talk to people.
Yeah,
I just talk to people, and it's kind of the best way to get to know you.
Yeah.
And
It's cool. Keep doing it.
I kind of feel like, tell me if I get this right, you know, which some people can present themselves different, but you present yourself as I bet you're a good friend to people.
Oh, thank you. Yes,
Am I wrong?
I got my little circle of my dogs.
Yeah. I bet you're a good friend to them, though.
Appreciate it.
And you seem like I said earlier, a very good people's person.
Thank you.
And I think that the world will be very appreciative, you know, if they embraced your story. Does that make sense?
Same. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. I'm getting a little something from over there. I have to say something.
Okay.
Lose the Music Group, January 4th, fundraiser at River Bar. If anybody's available, drop by. Come say what's up. My homie Telly, we're going on tour, her first tour, so we're just trying to afford some of these things. So come through. We got a cool auction and everything. Sorry to sidetrack, but I had to throw it out.
No, I was actually about to ask you, what did you want to say? I always ask people, you know, it's kind of corny, but it makes good real. It makes it good real, you know, what's your message? So we kind of heard your story, you know, growing up, you know. I'm kind of narrated a little bit different, you know. Hearing it back, whenever you hear your story back, it kind of maybe sounds, you're probably like, wow.
Right, I'm going to be like, what the hell?
Yeah, so, you know, you let me tell you about, I'm going to narrate a little bit. You grow up, you're like struggling internally, mentally.
Yeah.
You have to find yourself, right? You kind of maybe did you have to find the bravery to get sidetracked too? But did you have to, is there a career, like brave where you?
I already came out once, a long time ago. So like coming out the second time wasn't really that hard.
Yeah.
It was just, just making sure everybody knew what was up. That was like weird for me.
I don't think it's
But
weird.
it was cool. It was okay.
I think you're cool as fuck.
Thanks. I appreciate that.
Yeah. But anyways, with all that being said, then you find yourself, you get into music.
Yep.
And now you're chasing this music dream. And let me fix this camera real quick. But before I do that, I want to ask you to sing your message. What do you want to tell the people?
What I want to tell the people, my message, truthfully, don't be afraid to be who you are. It's really not worth the time or the energy. Just be yourself. It makes it a lot more helpful for the future. To all my youngins out there, reach out if you need help on some real shit. I still need help, so reach out. Don't be scared.
Holla at me.
Holla at me.
That's a good message. I'll make a hell of a reel out of that. Don't worry about that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, you should collab post with me on one of these. Make sure you do
I
a
will
collab
definitely
post
send you
with me.
collabs on everything.
Make sure, yeah. When you do that, well, I'll let you know because I want you to be on the Lucid page as well. So
all right.
that'd be a cool little crossover.
Well, it was nice talking to you, brother.
You too. Close it out.
It was nice talking to you. I will close it out. I want to take a little side note. Today, this is besides story. This is something that happened to me today. One of my friends took his own life last night. And I just want to send a message out to everybody. I know it's hard sometimes, and a lot of people are really good about this. But if you're going through something and something's bothering you, you need to reach out to somebody for help. I mean, it might be hard, but even if you feel like no one cares for you, there's people that out there that care for you, Even if they don't know you, they care for you. And don't carry that burden with you. Try to relieve it somehow, You don't want to end things prematurely. You want to face your problems. And even though it's hard, reach out and let somebody hold you up. I wish my friend would have reached out to me, but he didn't reach out to me. And I wasn't there to help him hold him up. So I didn't mean to kill us on a side note, but
no, you're just fine.
I just wanted to. I want to share that message out there for people. If you're feeling depressed and you have depression, don't hurt yourself. We love you. I love you. I love everybody who listens to my podcast. And even if it's me, and if you're hearing this and you don't have nobody to talk to, message me and I'll talk to you. All right? I just wanted to put that out there. On another thing, thank you for joining me for another episode of C-Rod's Tell Me Your Story podcast. Make sure you check out my boy dropping here in a few days. And we out.